So should you start a YouTube channel this year? What are kind of the pros and the cons? Is it too late? Is it too crowded? And what are just some kind of little known reasons to start a YouTube channel? We're gonna be talking about 10 of them in this video. But hey, if we're just meeting, my name is Sean and my passion is helping you build your influence with online video. On this channel, we do a lot of tech gear reviews talking about cameras, as well as kind of tips and strategy videos just like this one. And I'm super excited about the video today, so let's just dive right into it. We're talking about 10 reasons to start YouTube, and today we're also going to be giving away a couple free copies of my best-selling book, YouTube Secrets. We're going to be giving away 2 copies, and actually an update about our giveaways. Over the next 48 hours, we're going to be announcing our major giveaway. We're giving away a camera, a YouTube studio. It's ending in less than 24 hours, so there's a link in the description if you want to keep entering. But if you still want to enter, I'm going to go live here on Think Media, announce the winners to those, as well as past book winners, and share some details. But if you want to be entered to win one of these 2 copies of YouTube Secrets, we hit number 1 in business and in social media on Amazon, co-authored by Benji Travis. All you got to do is smash like on this video, make sure you're subscribed, and leave a comment about what niche or topics your channel is about. And maybe you haven't started yet, so what kind of channel do you want to start? Or if you've already started a channel, let me know in the comments section. And so let's keep going here. Again, if we're just meeting, my name's Sean, and my passion is helping you build your influence with video. And in this video, we're going to be talking about 10 reasons why you should start a YouTube channel this year. As we go into 2019, I really think that there's a lot of reasons to start a YouTube channel, different than maybe just some of the main ones most people talk about. Plus, we're going to be talking about creative channel ideas from our community and a free video series to help you start and grow faster if you want to watch some training to help you figure out anything from the camera side to the tips, views, and growth side. And so here we go. I love this quote to start it out. Zig Ziglar, "You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great." You know, I think there's just something about overthinking when it comes to starting something new and wanting to maybe reach where we see our favorite YouTuber or reach where we see our favorite entrepreneur that's kind of living in their greatness. But the reality is you have to start to be great. So what are 10 reasons or a few reasons to start? Number 1, to become a creator, not just a consumer. You know, the majority of people right now are consumers, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm a consumer of Netflix or YouTube if we're thinking about content. I mean, I watch a lot of YouTube. In fact, I'd love to hear some of your favorite channels. You know, for me, I watch a lot of entrepreneur content, whether from like Gary Vee or Evan Carmichael or Valuetainment. I watch my news from Phil DeFranco. So I love watching YouTube, but there's something so powerful about not just being a consumer, but moving into the role of being a creator. You ultimately kind of join a community of being the creator community. And there's something different about being a creator. I think you respect the game more. You know, you might watch a movie and enjoy it, but if you make movies, next time you watch the movies, you appreciate them from a whole nother level. You might appreciate your favorite creator who's pumping out a lot of content, but if you start to pump out content yourself, you might realize how hard it actually is, and you kind of respect them. You respect the grind, you respect the hustle. It really changes your life when you shift from being just a consumer to being a creator. That's number 1. Reason number 2 is history and legacy. And these first couple reasons are reasons that like we normally don't really think about, right? Again, we think about like, let's get views and let's get famous. And those are reasons as well. But reason number 2, history and legacy. You know, these are some videos that are on my personal channel. These are 6 years old. I have a few other videos floating out there that are even older than that. But let me tell you one of my regrets, and that is way back in 2007 was when I started my first channel. It wasn't my channel. It was actually a YouTube channel for my church. And I would make all these old quirky videos, these old, I'd make these video announcements. And I actually lost them all, even though YouTube still exists. And I sometimes am like, man, I wish I still had that content just to remember it. when you start uploading content, you might just want to put on YouTube for history, for legacy, for remembrance. I reached out on Twitter to ask some of your reasons, and check out what Mom Life said. I started YouTube to document random funny or cute things my kids did from when they were babies. Over time, we got more into vlogging. So, of course it'd be cool to become a famous vlogger, but forget that for a second. What about just documenting and having something that you can share and look back on in the future? Sometimes hard drives crash and we lose our favorite photos, we lose our favorite video clips. And, YouTube or the internet, might not be around forever, but I think it will be. And it's kind of a place to archive some of your legacy, some of your history. Danny here says, to build a video library legacy for my 2 daughters to have as remembrance for who their dad was and what I love to do. That is so inspiring, Danny, right? To help your daughters be able to look back. I wish YouTube existed so I could learn from my grandpa years ago. What were some of his values? What did he look like? What were some of the things he did? Just alone, maybe creating a legacy kind of for your family. And what's interesting about this is that I think that you don't just have to, let me go back. You don't just have to, you don't have to make it public is what I would say. You also ultimately could, just upload the videos to YouTube, but just share them with your family. Just share them with your community. One of my cousins, Steven, actually interviewed a lot of our family members and put those up on YouTube just so it could be shared with our family. These weren't going to be multi-million viewed videos, but who knows? They might be, right? They might take off or something powerful is in them. But it's so cool that you've got kind of those artifacts of the things that matter most to you. So maybe a reason for starting YouTube for you could be history and legacy. Number 3 is simply to express your creativity. Jevin says, I started YouTube as a place to have a creative outlet away from my clients. So being a videographer, I believe, or a photographer, you do the work you have to do, but sometimes you can go onto YouTube to do the work you love to do and just express your creativity, have fun, put your message out into the world. There's actually a little known series here on Think Media called Creators to Create, Creators Create. And these are some videos where I just kind of went snowboarding. I kind of expressed myself creatively in editing. And this is my least viewed series. And it's my favorite series. Why? Because at the heart of a creator is simply to express yourself creatively. And let me know maybe if that's something you're passionate about. You just like to, and it might not even be YouTube, and it could be YouTube and painting or YouTube and whatever it is you love. But what is one way that you like to express yourself creatively? And actually, if you want to check out this playlist and the Creators Create series, I'll link it up on the YouTube card as well as put a link to it in the description below. But simply as a place to express your creativity is a great reason. Number 4, personal growth. Personal growth. I'll tell you this, probably one of the things that has triggered the most growth in my life, that's affected every area of my life, was starting YouTube. Because you will just grow by committing to uploading content. And here's what I mean. When you get on YouTube, you develop skills. First of all, you might get on YouTube and be super overwhelmed. Let me know if that's maybe you. You're figuring out editing, trying to figure out being on camera, but that's the nature of it. It forces you to level up. It forces you, when you commit to being a creator and not just a consumer, to develop new skills. And what happens is once you start hitting roadblocks of things you need to learn. Wait a minute, how do I make a thumbnail? How do I even do this? How do I even structure a video? And there's a million micro skills that you learn. And here's what I've learned. Those help you in other areas of life, your career, your future, your job. They might position you for a future promotion. They might position you for something coming down the road for you. Another one would be your confidence. Years ago, getting on camera was real intimidating for me. And I was afraid that I couldn't speak smoothly, or I would say a lot. I still do, whatever it is. But video after video, my confidence has grown. When you put yourself out there, it forces you to level up and develop personally. Your knowledge, you learn a lot in the process. Problem solving. I'll tell you what, and let me know if you can relate to this. You're trying to export a video. Why is there no audio? Or you're trying to, learn how to edit and something's wrong. You run into roadblocks, and if you press through, you learn new things. You learn to solve problems, overcome issues. It kind of makes you more valuable even in your skill set, potentially for a career. And it just helps you solve problems overall. And then resilience. Come on. In fact, tell me how long you've been on YouTube, because I know a lot are watching from the Think Media community. I'll tell you what, YouTube, sometimes you're super pumped about it. Sometimes you get real discouraged. You could be like real depressed. It's like a highs and lows, man. Most people, it's not just normal. It's a very emotional thing. But I believe that develops resilience, which develops character, which again, YouTube's one of the things that's caused me to grow personally the most in my life. We haven't talked about making money yet. We haven't talked about getting followers yet. We've talked about the benefits of committing to consistent content on YouTube. And one of those is you will grow personally. Number 5 is you can build a portfolio of your work. And so here's an example of Vanessa from Data Savvy TV. She's a part of our community and some of our advanced training courses. She hasn't uploaded a ton of videos. She actually has about 10 on her channel for a little while, but guess what? 774 subscribers. And what she does, I don't even know if I understand it. She does data science, and she does like how to do computer programming and some other things like that. At least that's my understanding. So here's what I'm trying to say though. Even with this portfolio, Vanessa has a bigger portfolio than most of her peers. Even with just a few videos. She's got 774 subscribers. That's 774 subscribers than the other 80% of her competition, right? So when you put out something around your knowledge, you maybe don't build a huge channel yet. You maybe don't build anything massive, but you position yourself to put content into the world, to kind of be more of a thought leader, to be somebody with a portfolio. If you were applying for a job, and you were able to not just send them a resume, but send them your channel, they might be like, whoa, 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 whoa. Besides the skill set Vanessa has, she's been pumping out some content, and that's gonna help you because you have a portfolio around your knowledge. It also could be a literal portfolio, like this was mine. I have a channel called Clear Vision Media, and I was doing video production. I mean, that's my background. I started video production in 2003 for my church. By 2009, I launched a business, wedding videos, small businesses, Phil Smart Mercedes, YMCA, working with other YouTubers. That's actually back when I met Benji and Judy Travis, and I now co-authored the YouTube Secrets with Benji Travis. We go back like 8 years, and it kind of all started because I was doing video production. Well, I wasn't really trying to grow a YouTube channel. I was using this YouTube channel as a portfolio just for my content, to show I'm good for it, to show I could do the work. You know, the Think Media team is growing, and we're always looking for, talented and passionate people. But the thing is, you better show up with the portfolio. In fact, one of the people that just joined our team, her name is Melissa. And one of the reasons she's even on the team is because she had some YouTube videos out. Not a majorly large channel, not a lot of, she hadn't even done it very much. But already we got a ton of different applications. Hers stood out. Why? Because she had a portfolio, not about video. It was actually about her passion for sustainable products, for ethically made products and goods. And it was very impressive, and one of the keys to her getting a job here at Think Media. And so ultimately, you could build your portfolio that way. And here's another example. I did a project back in 2010 called Think International. And that was a church leadership, faith-based channel. And I did it with a friend of mine, Jeff Moores. And we did it for a while. We learned so much personal development. And then eventually, though, it never really made money, but we made a little bit of money. And so we learned that process. It funded a little bit of travel. And what ended up happening, though, was I live now in Vegas, and I was coming from Seattle. I was visiting Vegas, and I got to sit down for a position at a church. And that's kind of my background. I was a marketing director at a large church here in Vegas for 5-6 years. And when I first sat down, I came from a super small church in Seattle. So I didn't really have big experience, big skills. I didn't have anything to point to that should have qualified me for that job. And I remember, though, when I was talking with the lead pastor who would make that decision if I joined the team or not, and he said, hey, what do you have to show for yourself? And I was like, Think International. I was like, I've been learning social media, video editing, titling, growth hacking, and it was communications. We've been sending out email newsletters. So I'd done this project at the time. I had hoped this project would have been the thing that broke through, and Jeff and I wanted it to be whatever. Now he's in Vista, California, crushing it, doing some other things. In fact, he's reviving Think International, putting out some new content if you want to check it out. But on the flip side, I was like, hey, look at this. and it led to a job, which was a huge upgrade. It was a huge stretch. It was super scary at first because I went from like a 500 person church to like a 2,500 person church. And I now had a team under me. It was insane. What happened? It's because I started a YouTube channel, right? And I started putting out content that trained me up and had really kind of made me proven. So I had something to show for myself. Number 6, now we're getting into kind of some of the powerful, more business income related reasons. Get discovered. Get discovered. The 6th reason to start a YouTube channel, it's a great way to get discovered because YouTube is the 2nd largest search engine in the world. And so what do you want to be known for? Like if you like, what brand, what topic, what expertise do you want to be known for? Right now, if you are in the live chat, Heather there on the Think Media team is answering your comments. If you have any questions, please post those there. She has a homeschool channel. It's not the only thing she wants to be known for, but she's really become known for that with over 10,000 subscribers. I think she's uploaded less than 30 videos, but now she's known in her space. She's a thought leader in her space around homeschool because she started a YouTube channel. You know, I started video in 2003, and now, of course, I want to be known for YouTube and online video, and it's the case. I mean, we know each other, right? So it led to getting discovered. But even for our friend Steve Panette, you know, he wants to be known for real estate, and because he put out some content and you do some search terms, you find his videos, people are like, oh, dang, like you're not just a real estate agent, you got some influence, some authority online. So what is it you want to be known for? In fact, please tell me in the live chat. And a couple different things. This is, of course, is super relevant for business. Dare I say, if you have a business, you kind of want to have a side business, you plan on starting a business, it's irresponsible for you to not be on YouTube. That's my personal opinion. It is irresponsible to not be on this free platform that is the 2nd largest search engine in the world. Well, you know, and maybe at whatever level you do it, why would you not be leveraging the power for local search, for your business, for getting discovered, for getting known? YouTube is a massive SEO, search engine optimization platform. Even if you just want to, back when I started Clear Vision Media, I did a video for a Mexican restaurant. And to this day, because it was in a small town, that video still gets views like 8 years later. It's still like not a ton of views, but like consistently. Why? Because it's like they have a video positioned out on YouTube that drives traffic and awareness to their business because YouTube is a search engine. So it's a great way to get discovered when nobody knows you. But there's other reasons. It can build your personal network. By stepping out on YouTube and creating content, you could get discovered by friends, by other people. We just got done with a multi-day planning session here in Vegas with one of my best friends, Alejandro Reyes, and it's an agency that we work with, and our team was planning for a couple of days in an offsite. And he's one of my best friends. We met, but if I had never started a YouTube channel, he probably wouldn't be in my life, right? And I met Heather, who's in the comments. We met on Twitter, but it all kind of came back from YouTube. Why? Because we put ourselves out there. Your actual person, we met, right? This network, people that come to our live event, Growth Video, and then multiple connections of people met there. I mean, our live event is probably one of the premier places for building your network with high-level, creative, forward-thinking people that will help you go further faster. And so it builds your personal network by putting out content into the world. But then, of course, the last one is building your actual personal brand that you could get discovered. Maybe you're a business-minded content creator, so you want to get discovered for, home decor or, motivation and personal development content or, sports or gaming, and you want to build a personal brand. Well, you could get discovered on YouTube. So of course, that's a reason to start your channel, which brings us to number 7, and that is actually personal branding. YouTube is a great place to build your personal brand. Now, it's not that it's easy to create content. A lot of people would rather just check out after they get done with their day job and relax, and nothing wrong with that. But you put in some hustle, you start putting out some content, and here's what I would challenge you to do. You put out one video a week for the next 3 years. That is 156 videos. Is that true? Yeah. 156, pieces of thought leadership. Doesn't even matter how big your channel's grown. you're already in a whole nother class of people, right? Because meanwhile, your peers are just doing the bare minimum, but you're going the extra mile. So now you have a personal brand. The simplest way I like to explain personal branding is figure out what you want to be known for and start talking about it a lot over time. Like, why am I the YouTube guy, or why are Benji and I the known best-selling YouTube secret? Like, we have the best-selling book on YouTube in the world and the number one book on YouTube in the world. Why? Because 4 years ago on Video Influencers, we started talking about YouTube and we just didn't quit. And 8 years ago, I started talking about cameras and, what gear to use and what lighting to use on my tech channel originally, Think Media, and I didn't quit. And by the way, I wasn't consistent at first, but I just started. Maybe you can't do weekly, just start. When I was doing Think Media, I did like 5 videos that first year, 15 that second year, 30 that third year, 10 that, and like it was up and down. But eventually my brand kept building and building and building because I was pumping out consistent content. I actually don't think personal branding is about your website or it's about your color scheme. Those things those matter. But personal branding is built by consistent repetition of a message of what you want to be known for. And when you do that on YouTube, you build a powerful personal brand that can rise above the noise and stand out among your peers. That's number 7, personal branding. And I love this quote from Jay-Z. I'm not a businessman. I'm a business man, right? Like, you might not think of yourself as a businessman or a businesswoman, but you need to. Like, you're the CEO of You Inc. You got to, in the new economy, all of us need to be building a personal brand. That goes into even LinkedIn, your profile, your online presence. What are you known for? What do you have to show that's going to make you stand out at your next job interview? I'm not a businessman, but I'm a business man. Jay-Z quote, like, you're a business. And what does a business do? Pumps out media. You're a media company where you're putting out that message around what it is you want to build online. And then you ultimately can become known for that at a high level. Reason number 8, a lot of people get excited about this. You can make money on YouTube, and you can make a lot of money on YouTube. And some, I know can be discouraging. Maybe you've been doing YouTube for a while, like AdSense and actually getting YouTube ads on your video. You need to get 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 hours of watch time. And that can be frustrating, but that's like just one way to make money on YouTube, right? There's so many different ways. Just like I mentioned, Steve Panette, he uses YouTube to promote his real estate company. I have a lot of friends that do network marketing, essential oils through Young Living. There's people who do Beachbody, which is like health fitness, Beachbody on demand. And they use their YouTube channel to generate business and awareness for their other business, and it just can 10x their income. 10x is their following, 10x is what they're doing. And so there's so many different ways to make money on YouTube. If you want to check out our series on that, I'll link it up on the YouTube card and put it in the description, how to make money on YouTube in 2019. And you could go deep into a lot of free training videos that will help you if you want to monetize here on YouTube in a lot of different ways. Reason number 9 is to make an impact. Starting a YouTube channel can make a significant difference in the world. And just one example that I would love to share, a couple things. You could raise awareness for a cause or something you care about. You could raise money, right? You could also change lives. So you can make an impact in so many different ways. I'm thinking this, of course, could be for nonprofits. This could be for causes you care about. But like, you can make an impact just by bringing hope to someone who's discouraged, by bringing awareness to something that's misunderstood, by bringing encouragement to someone that needs life spoken into them. You could change someone's life by teaching them information that they didn't know before. And so there's so many different ways to make a significant impact. But recently over on Video Influencers, we uploaded this video about, can you change the world with YouTube? And it was about an event that Benji, the co-author of YouTube Secrets, and his wife Judy started 7 years ago called Dancember. And every year during Dancember, they dance for donations and other YouTubers get involved. And it's evolved into a movement. And it's amazing because we just got done with the live stream, and my wife Sonia and I have been helping out for, I think, the last 6 years with Dancember. And it's really changed our lives too, to be a part of a group of people that care about something bigger than themselves. a lot of YouTubers are based in LA, and it kind of has that selfish vibe. It just makes sense. You're just out for yourself. What's in it for me? I want to get my following. I want to, but being a part of Dancember, just so encouraging to see that there's people like you, because I know that our community, your vibe attracts your tribe. I know that the Think Media community is some of the most generous, caring, visionary. I hope to repel people who are just kind of like greedy, all about just money and all about themselves. I don't think that's not the vibe of our community. We do want to succeed and we want to generate a lot of money, but why? So we can actually make an income. I mean, a difference. We want to make income so that we can ultimately make an impact and a difference in people's lives. And check this out. At the end of the broadcast, the total raised was $325,686. And it's been amazing. Google Pay matched $80K and some private donors matched another $250K. So that's $650,000 that was raised because somebody decided to take their YouTube influence and do something with it, and then gather other people with YouTube channels and make a difference. And the charity that 100% of those dollars go to is called Save the Children. It's like top 86, top 90% or whatever of charities, with the funds making impact on the front lines, feeding kids in need that are honestly dying or starving and malnourished in over 160 countries. And so significant impact can be made on YouTube, and that's a great reason to start. Reason number 10, and I also have a bonus reason as well, and some super inspiring, I think even channel ideas, as well as some of the reasons from our community that people have for starting YouTube. But one is to create actual community. Right? Like we have this community going here on Think Media. And so I'm able to see you, right? You've hopefully been a part of our community. I see Primetime Aquatics, Positive Chick, Danny, like, thank you for being here, right? Some of you, I've really got to talk to you on Twitter. I get to see you in the comments. I love it when you're here on the live streams, and we're building a community. You might meet other people in this community. Like maybe there's other partners or people you collab with or people you meet in the live chat or somebody that you find that's like-minded, right? Or like I mentioned, whether that's Heather and Alejandro, like our world gets bigger when we step out and we start posting videos, when we practice in public, when we put ourselves out there and start creating content. Nia, thanks so much for saying exactly, and it's great to see you here. Mariah, thanks so much for being here. The Dabber Supreme, dude, you're on every stream, and thank you so much for donating to Dancember. And so many different reasons, and community is a major reason for that. Trailer Park says this: I just wanted a place to talk about what I love. My friends can only listen to me talk about movies so much, so I needed somewhere else to do it. And so Trailer Park said that on Twitter when we asked this question of what reason did you start your channel. And I also love that. Sometimes in your life, maybe your family doesn't understand your passion. Maybe your friends don't understand your passion. I know for me, growing up in a small town, I actually didn't have a lot of like-minded people around me that had the same ambition or vision or passion. So I had a lot of friends, which I'd hang out with, but where a lot of times I connected with the most like-minded people was online, was on YouTube. Because when you talk about what you care about, I geek out about video, marketing, growth hacking, YouTube, all this kind of stuff. So if you're here, it's like we're vibing, right? Because like you're into the same thing. We're a community. And when you put out niche content, around a certain topic, you're going to attract other people that are interested in that topic. So even if it's like, yo, my friends can only listen to me talk about movies, but there's a lot of people online that probably love that movie you're into, love that game, love that customizable card game you're into, Pokemon Go, like stamp collecting, doesn't matter what it is. I think there's something so powerful. Again, not necessarily worrying about the following and the fame and the fortune, but just creating a community, developing some friendships, even if those, are online and people all around the world and in different countries. In fact, let's do a shout out roll call right now. Where are you watching from around the world? Because our community is international. Like, how powerful is this that we get to connect with people around the world through this platform called YouTube? Our list says in Florida, great to see you. Thanks for being here. Hawkeyes in the UK. I'm in an evening as we're recording this in Vegas. We got Intuition for Nutrition in New York, Jesse in Ohio. We've got Seasonal Blog in England. So many from all over the place. And this community continues to grow. Why? Because of starting a YouTube channel. I'm so glad that back when I didn't have confidence, I didn't let fear hold me back. I didn't let what are other people gonna think hold me back. I'm thankful that most of y'all are really cool people. You're kind. You have the good encouraging comments. Thank you for being here and being supportive and encouragement. But I'll tell you what, you start a YouTube channel, you get a few haters along the way. You could probably get some critics along the way. But it's not about your critics, right? Forget your critics and just start creating, because your vibe will attract your tribe. And there's always going to be trolls, and there's always going to be people. And I like to have empathy for them. Nobody that's healthy tries to tear somebody else down, right? So I have total empathy. Hug your haters, right? Like it's, whatever. But ultimately, I just want to thank you for being a part of this community. And that's another great reason. Well, if you've been finding this valuable, and I'm excited for some bonus reasons here, hit like and maybe share this video with somebody who's been considering starting YouTube. I just think more people should be on YouTube and deciding their ambitions, maybe starting with some of those first few reasons. And let me know what one of the top reasons for you was. But smash like, maybe share this with somebody, because I think there's so many other reasons than we typically think about to be here on YouTube. But number 11, as we go into some bonus things here, is just personal passion. Like, what's your personal passion, your personal reason for starting YouTube? We sent this out on Twitter, and I want to just read some of the ones that stood out to me that I found so inspiring. So Chris W says, I want to inspire and motivate others to create the life they've always wanted. What a beautiful reason to start YouTube. Jeff from Team Unfiltered says 2 reasons. First, to help people make better tech purchase decisions. Important, because there's a lot of good stuff out there and there's a lot of bad stuff out there, Jeff. I feel you on that. Secondly, to build this channel and business to a point where I can leave my 9-to-5 job and work from home. This will enable me to spend more time with my wife while she fights her illness. Jeff, that really touches my heart, and I can relate. And I think that YouTube is an awesome place to, again, help people and also build, though, income so that you could leave your 9-to-5 job and work from home, work on your own terms, design a business and income around a lifestyle. So I love those reasons. Let's look at some more. Life as Kick A. Sorry if I said that wrong. I want to create a job where I can work from home when I have children. Smart. And smart to do it now, because YouTube is a marathon and not a sprint. So I'm so glad that I punched fear in the face. I punched perfectionism in the face, started posting videos, even though it took a while to get momentum. I didn't focus on it at first, but I laid that foundation. You'll never know if you don't start. You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. So sometimes you just got to take a shot. And what's cool is you can have a lot of reasons that you can win along the way. It's not win or lose. It's that's right. There's a lot of things you could be proud of. Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. Sometimes you start a YouTube channel, you think it's going to be one thing, but you end up getting an incredible job at a place that expands your world and is like the trickle effect into the next season of your life. So I love that. Parker Kate says, to start a business and to be able to take care of my parents and live my passion. Super, super powerful. Please tell me your reasons that you either want to start a channel or you started a channel in the comments. Stormy says, I want to build a community, make people laugh and smile. I want to spread awareness on issues that are ignored in society. And I love that, right? Because you can make an impact with YouTube. So spreading awareness for different issues. I want to make a living being my own boss and doing what I love, as well as to have the ability to create amazing content. My Stuttering Life says this, to share my stories of adversity and triumphs so that people who stutter know that they are not alone. That is so inspiring, My Stuttering Life. And it makes me think, because of the internet, pre-internet, and there's so many critics out there, and I do think that we should be aware of social media addiction. Probably one of the addictions I suffer from. They say we touch our phones an average of 150 times a day. Nobody needs to do that. I probably am at 300. And so there's definitely negatives to social media, and I think we have to be cautious. But let's talk about the positives, man. it can be really lonely when you have something that maybe people can't relate to. And so my stuttering life saying like, look, I want people to know they're not alone with this particular thing. And maybe there's something you've gone through, something you've overcome, something that you've, had happen in your life that you want other people to know about and to help other people and to create a community around. Starting a YouTube channel and posting content is a great way to do that. Malachi and Aliha review channel to help our kids and others with autism. That's beautiful. Paul, while I had cancer, to recreate myself online and win time and not start from scratch if I survived, or to leave behind something if I died. Dude, Paul, right? So during cancer, Paul's like, I wanted to put myself online, start something from scratch. If I survived, then I've started something. If I didn't, I've got something to leave behind. Maybe my family, maybe my friends, maybe my kids, they could see that. There's something powerful about that. Again, it makes me think of family members I've lost. And obviously YouTube's a newer thing, right? And this technology. And he says the same as my books. And I even think about that. So he's not letting, whatever happening in life stop him. Starts a YouTube channel. You can promote your books, spread your message, leave something behind, and start something significant. And remember, you don't have to be great to start, but you got to start to be great. And you don't know necessarily what it'll turn into. I think you should just start by following your passion, following your heart, starting from that pure place of just wanting to create something, just wanting to put something out in the world that can make a difference in other people's lives. And so those are a few different reasons to start YouTube. If you got value out of this, can you smash the like button and also spread the word? And what we're going to do is we're giving away 2 copies of YouTube Secrets. And to enter, all you have to do is make sure you like this video, make sure you're subscribed, and then leave a comment below with your reason for starting YouTube, or one reason you want to start YouTube. Maybe it was one of the 10, 11 we listed out, or maybe it's something very specific, very personal, or something you're very passionate about. These will be drawed. The date is in the description of when they'll be drawed, the drawing for these. And remember, in the next 48 hours, we're going to be announcing the giveaway winner of our YouTube studio, camera, lighting, and all that stuff, over $1,500 plus our signature training course called Video Ranking Academy 2.0. Link in the description. If you still want to enter, there's less than 24 hours to enter. And in 48 hours, we'll announce the winner. Why will it take that long? Because we have to confirm the winner, make sure that they respond, etc. Then once we have that all dialed in, plus we've been giving away YouTube Secrets books for a few weeks. We're going to reach out, get all those winners confirmed. And we're also going to be doing a bonus M50 giveaway. I wasn't going to say that, but only one person can win the YouTube studio. But I was like, come on, let's go even bigger this season. So we're actually adding a Canon M50, just a Canon M50, to a second winner. It's open internationally. So that's at thinkgiveaway.com. Details are in the description below. If you're not entered yet, and there's even ways to increase your entries and whatnot. So check out all the details in the YouTube description. Smash like if you got value out of this video. I appreciate you so much. Thanks so much for being here. We're going to do some future Q&A and channel reviews, but I'm going to go hang out with my wife because I've been super busy the last couple of days. And so thanks for being here. Question of the day: what is one of your reasons for starting your YouTube channel? Tell me in the live chat or tell me in the comments. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and ring the bell so you don't miss future videos. And if you want more training on how to start and grow on YouTube, click or tap the screen right there for a free video series. If you want to check out another video from Think Media, click or tap the screen right there. Appreciate you so much. Keep crushing it, and we will talk soon.